So this is integrating sensor controller studio project to BLE CCS project. So I have created a custom BLE CCS project from simple peripheral and I called it simple potentiometer. For Bluetooth service, I reuse the temp service and rename it to pot service. So what I have changed is to change the I have changed the length from 4 to 2. Is this one. So first thing you need to do is create a folder for your sensor controller files. So new folder, okay, and then at sensor controller studio you just set the output directory to that folder. So go to the workspace and then save it. And then at CCS project there will be so so here are the sensor controller files. Okay, so next thing to do is set the include options for that sensor controller LP folder. So include this. So just set to that folder. And then this would build without errors. So the sensor controller files has Doxygen documentation. So see how to use HTML. So you open that. So to get an idea how to integrate the sensor controller studio project to CCS to this CCS project. So here you just add this include. Okay, I already added it. So here include, and then so here is to initialize the sensor shift driver. So we need four C functions for sensor controller init, sensor controller ready callback, sensor controller task alert callback, and sensor controller um, to start the task. Okay, so I will create the C functions. So create it. So call it sensor controller init. So ready callback. So task, and then for starting the sensor controller task. So call it put sampler. Put ADC sampler. So just call it put sampler. Okay, so continue. So we're triggering the sensor controller task from using the application. So we just want to execute the task once. So we use uh, here shift execute task once. So there is a macro for this at the CCS project. So just use BB. So at sensor the at sensor controller, when there is a firmware gen alert interrupt, it will go to this task alert callback. So to handle it, so here, so okay, so if you do not call this shift app alert events, so the you will not get another alert event from sensor controller. So it's important to call this. So to get we need to get that alert event. So use this call b. So we set a condition. Okay, so continue. Okay, so we access the data structures here. So we save the analog value at here. So okay, so then so okay, then that's it. So then we post an event. We call it uh we call it SBP. Okay, is C. You just call it as SVP SC task event. And then you need to set this at the bitwise order of all events. So define zero one. Okay.